One thing about spring is a real mystery to me. What is it about this time of year that actually brings out the urge to clean the house? After all, the house is really not much cleaner or dirtier than it is at any other time of year. And yet the urge to organize, update, file, and discard seizes me. But why doesn't it seize me in a season-appropriate manner? Clearly, not only the fridge, but also the freezer needs to be emptied and cleaned. But why didn't I get the urge to defrost the freezer a few months ago, when I could take my own sweet time, putting the contents in boxes and storing them outdoors during those frigid days, rather than wrapping and covering and melting of May? Oh well, maybe this can wait till next December. When the diabetes folk call for a contribution, I'm happily promising outgrown clothes, dishes, books, and gloating about my anticipated empty cupboards. So far, I've managed a box of books, 6 inches of shelf space for binders by combining duplicates, only 2 size 18 outfits kept, now that I'm back to size 9. Next will come file folders and statements that reveal they have had more than 10 years sitting around unused and unread. 2 boxes of papers emptied, and optimistic that there will be 4 more before I'm finished. I've also noticed that spring cleaning reveals mysteries of my housekeeping. Why do I have 4 different tubes of toothpaste going? 2 from my dentist, 1 a gel I like the taste of, and another that is supposed to do marvelously brightening things at great expense. I'm a 3-ring binder fanatic, but duplicate things because I can't find what I'm looking for. Why don't I color code them? The binders I have come in a great range of colors: red, blue, pink, green, black, white, yellow, and purple. Maybe blue for religion, red for Templars, pink for family, black for law, green for finances, and white for genealogy. At least then I would know on which shelf to start my search. But that sounds like a major makeover, and that means new binders, so let's put that aside for now. I love creating new filing systems, and my Derbyshire genealogy has ended up with a hanging file folder in the chest, a plastic box filled with much of the same, at least 2 inches of papers waiting to be reviewed, entered into the family tree, then filed, and also a 3-inch binder. Consolidation is clearly called for. I'm building up a formidable list of things to buy as I discover 3 bottles of glue that are all dried up, and lots of AAA batteries, but no AA's. Oddly enough, all the cleaning products in the bathrooms and under the sink promise miracles, but which to use and where, and why do I have so many to clean toilets and seemingly nothing for microwaves? My new theory is that spring cleaning is an exercise brought on by the purging of our conscience and soul during Lent. For 40 days we worked at getting rid of all those things that clutter up our way to the Lord. Those time demands, real or otherwise, that interfered with time for God. Chores that we usually gave priority to, we set aside so that we could read the Bible, and discovered we still had time to take out the garbage and stack the dishwasher. Somehow that seems to bring on the urge to unclutter a lot of other things. And thinking about how we need to do good, imagine how you can do both at the same time. I learned a trick a few years back. Put all your hangers facing in one direction in your cupboard. As you use the shirt or slacks or jacket the first time, hang it back with the hanger going the other way. At the end of the year, it's easy to see what outfits won't be missed, never having been used. Then pack up the unused and find a favorite charity to give them to, or a friend or stranger that would use them. Admittedly, I know it is a great way to separate what is useful in your life, but I still have clothes from my early teens, which admittedly is quite a few years ago. I'm a bit of a pack rat who also hates shopping. The idea is to get rid of things that don't matter and concentrate on the ones that do. How about going through your charity receipts from last year and decide whether you can give the same or more or less this year? Giving $20 to get someone off the phone just encourages more calls. How about deciding on 2 or 3 favorites, or maybe 1 per category? For instance, giving to your church for religion, your alma mater for education, for cancer or mental illness for the health category. Spend an amount you can manage, but make it more meaningful by supporting those things that really say something to you. Make a pile of those books you've been meaning to read, put them beside your bed and beside your favorite chair, and then enjoy them. So much easier than wandering around looking for something to read when you have some me time. My goal, always unreachable but highly desirable, is to have the top of the desks and the table and the filing cabinets in my office cleared of everything. Imagine sitting down to work and having to open a drawer rather than digging through a couple of piles of paper. I can only dream. Have you been seized by the spring cleaning bug? Any ideas on the cause or the cure? If so, join me as I pray. Dear Lord, thank you for inspiring me to make my world more comfortable and efficient. Please also grant me the stay-at-itedness needed to take advantage of the joys that spring cleaning can bring. So may it be. Amen.